Well, we're back with another Inside Lansing, and this time we're here with Amy Todd, Director of the Chamber of Commerce. Amy, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And let's jump right into it. One of the new events coming up for the Chamber of Commerce is the Business Expo. Could you tell us a little bit about that event?
Yes. So our chamber wanted to do a little something else for our members. We're always trying to find ways to promote them. And we have seen other chambers in the area do some sort of business fair, business expo. So we wanted to kind of jump on that and try our first one. So we are going to do that. It's going to be on April 11th, and it's going to be at Casey's Banquet Hall, which is also known as Knights of Columbus. We're going to do it in conjunction with one of our member luncheons. So we are going to have the luncheon first from 12 to 1:30, and then we are going to go right into our business fair starting at 2 o'clock, and it's going to go till 6 p.m. It is open to the public, and we encourage everybody to come out and check it out because our members are going to utilize this for whatever they would like to, which is going to be for a hiring fair. So that would be great for the public if somebody's looking for a job. They're going to do it just for advertisement for whatever their services are. They may even be selling product. So it's just another way. We have a lot of our members registering already, and we're hoping it's going to be a great success.
So it's a fair that pretty much almost anything could happen for the businesses. They could be hiring, they could be selling product or just advertising. And the public is allowed to attend. So my question is, where did this idea come from? You said you saw other chambers. Did you have any specific ideas where this came from?
Just kind of seeing what other chambers are doing for their members. This is something that our chamber has never done. It's something we've sort of discussed over the last couple years, but it is a big endeavor, and you really want it to be successful. You know, we're hoping for this to be a good turnout this time and sort of see what we need to do different next year. So it's our inaugural Business Expo, and, we're hoping for this to be an annual thing that we do.
Well, the Chamber has always been around to help promote businesses, has always been here for the business to help them intermingle a bit. I know you have chamber luncheons and everything, but you also do events for the community at large. And one of those events is the Loop Bike Ride. Could you tell us a little bit about what that event's like? We kind of already know here, but maybe our viewers don't.
It is an evening ride, and it is escorted by our Lansing Police Department. We usually have roughly 200 to 250 riders, and we will all join up at Park Plaza, and we leave from there. It's escorted by the police, so it's a safe ride because we do go through the streets. We get to the Forest Preserve, which is one of the, really nice parts of that ride.
One of the highlights of it,
It
for
is,
sure.
and the biggest highlight is that we actually get to go through the taxiway at the Lansing Airport. So that's in the evening. They have all the lights on for us. They let our riders come through. It's it's just a community event. It's a way to get out, get some exercise, and just a day out with your friends and family.
And with an event that large, I imagine there's probably riders who come from all over. Is that true?
There are, yeah, from all over the local region here. We have a lot of people that are really into that biking, and they look for these rides. And while this is not a race, and we always are sure to point that out to people, it is a great way to get out there, get on your bike. It's nice to ride in those different types of places, like, down the middle of Burnham or,
Right.
through the Forest Preserve. So it is fun. We do have food that is offered to our riders throughout the race. We keep them hydrated. We have music going at the Park Plaza. It's usually about a 15-mile ride.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, Chamber is all about business for the most part, correct? So why do an event like this? It doesn't seem like it's really about the businesses.
Well, it's not technically about the businesses, although it is another opportunity for our businesses to sponsor an event, to get their name out. So we will have banners placed out in Park Plaza that will show, different companies that actually sponsor this event and help pay for some of the things that we need for the event. So in that way, it is a good way for the businesses, but it is something to, because we do a lot of community things and we are, right in the heart of it all, we really like to do some nice things for our community as well.
And that's great. A stronger community, stronger business goes
Exactly.
hand in hand. What other thoughts on safety do you guys have around that event?
Well, we encourage everybody to wear a helmet, and although we cannot make them,
No.
but
Yes.
we do encourage that. But one thing that they do have to have is some sort of light. They have to have a light on their bike. They have to have a light on their helmet, because we are riding through streets, and as much as we try, to keep everything safe, you've always got to watch out for that driver coming out of an alley or things like that. And it's better if they can see you, if you're, well lit up.
So, Loop Bike Ride is,
That is Friday, July 20th.
and people can sign up now?
We will be opening registration, I believe, March 1st, and we're going to have an early bird special for the first month, so it'll only be $15 to ride. Otherwise, it's $20, and then it goes up the closer it gets to the race, because we have to order shirts and backpacks and things like that, and it's nice to get all of that ahead of time.
Great. And of course, we talk about the Loop, so now we got to talk about the big event, which is our Good Neighbor Day Parade.
That's
What's
correct.
the theme this year?
So the
And-
theme, yes, is we are going to support the Village of Lansing in the celebration of the 125th anniversary of Lansing's incorporation. And we decided to sort of leave it more up to all of the people that are going to be in the parade. We're just sort of letting them choose from 1893 to 2018 and everything in between. So if there's a certain, era that they really like, that they want to decorate, that falls within that time frame, that's really what we'd like to see.
And what does it take for the chamber to set that event up? What goes into the planning, the days before, and then the day of?
So the planning, we usually start planning usually the September before the parade. So we start looking into themes, and we were looking at another theme before we realized the anniversary of the incorporation, and so we're holding that theme for next year. It's a secret, we're not telling, but it's going to be a good one. So we really, try to find some good ideas for themes. We don't want to always repeat things from over the years, and we also want to try to make it easy for people to, decorate. So the theme is always the biggest issue, and then from there, we always start in about February, and we mail out the registration forms. So to all of our members, we also have that on our website that you can go and download, and we start taking them right away, February 1st, and the sooner you get it in, the closer you are to the front. So we do go by, when you turn it in, that's your number. So,
Okay.
and then as it gets closer to the parade, about 2 weeks before, we'll mail you your entry number. And so that day you can start to line up around noon. It's on Wentworth. Come to the corner of Ridge and Wentworth, and we'll send you down to find your number, which is usually on a stake, a big yellow stake, and that is what we do that morning. We go down Wentworth and we pound in all the stakes by number, and we have to know how many feet you need in the parade, because we need to know how much space to give you. Sure. So you may just have a car, or you may have a semi, I mean, who knows? So we need to know all of that, and that's kind of how we do it.
So I know you simplified it down for us, but I'm sure it's a lot more complicated than some people think, and you guys put a lot of work into it, but it's always well-oiled, well-greased. It's going to be happening soon, so registration is already happening?
It is, yes.
And it is on
Saturday, May 5th.
May 5th.
Yes.
So just to let everybody know out there that it's coming up soon, and if you want to get in now.
Exactly.
If you want to be near the front.
Exactly.
Amy, before we go, you've been our Chamber of Commerce Director here for a few years now. What have you learned from the job, and what are some surprises that have come your way?
Well, I have been very lucky to meet so many people throughout our town. And even though I'm from here, this is just, a whole new group I probably never would have gotten to meet. And I realize, how hard it is to own a small business, and to see, the struggles that we go through with our taxes and things like that. But what I have found is how much we all support each other in the business community. I myself have, found such great new friends throughout this community, and just to see how willing everybody is to step up to help somebody who, maybe needs a little help at their store or their restaurant or things like that. This is just that type of community where everybody wants to come together and help each other. And it's not just within the residents, because that's huge too, but it is within our business community as well.
That's great. We can see you have a great heart and passion for it, and you're staying for a while.
Yes,
So
yes.
we're glad to have you. We hope to
you.
have more of these. And again, thank you for being on the show.
Thanks, Neil.